I'm Nicholas, and so today I will be discussing the Amtrak Police Department, also commonly known as just Amtrak Police. It is a federal law enforcement agency um, that falls under Amtrak, also known as the National Railroad Passenger Corporation. The Amtrak Police Department is responsible for protecting uh, federal railroads, train stations, and basically any form of property, including vehicles, that is owned by Amtrak. So because Amtrak operates across the country, so does the Amtrak Police Department. And of course, it's also a federal law enforcement agency, so that it's allowed to operate anywhere within the U.S. Um, Anyways, aside from that, they enforce federal and state laws, um, and they work closely with state law enforcement because oftentimes uh, federal railroads and state railroads will sometimes even use the same railroads, or they'll just overlap, like, they'll use the same train stations or something like that. They are primarily a uniformed law enforcement agency. However, if you are looking for an investigative role at Amtrak, they do hire detectives. Um, Basically, they watch out for some common railroad crimes and incidents that could take place on railroads, like terrorism, shootings, pretty much anything. Uh, but yeah, so they have procedures that they go through to ensure safety of the passengers and crew. Um, they operate both at train stations and railroads, but also inside actual vehicles or trains. So commuter rails, all that stuff. They As long as it's owned by Amtrak, they are allowed to operate in that. Um, they are a decent sized police force. They are trained at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center in Glencoe, Georgia. Um, they are assigned across the country. Um, However, usually there's like field offices that primarily operate within a specific region. But of course, they can operate anywhere within the country. Um, they do report to the head of Amtrak, which I forgot who leads Amtrak. But yeah, they report to the head of Amtrak, and he reports to, or he or she, or reports to the president. Um, that's really it. It's it is the Amtrak Police, just like other Amtrak agencies, is overseen by the Amtrak Office of Inspector General. So for example, if there's corruption within the Amtrak Police, the Amtrak Office of Inspector General would investigate it. The Amtrak Police generally has a concurrent. I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, it has concurrent jurisdiction with the Federal Protective Service over protecting federal railroads. I'm pretty sure they do. Um, However, if I'm wrong, it would probably be because don't it would probably be because if I was wrong, it would probably be because federal railroads might be considered federal entities. So if in that case the Federal Protective Service wouldn't have jurisdiction over that. But aside from that, they have a special operations unit, patrol unit, canine unit, drug drug interdiction unit, I think it's called. And yeah, they work with various federal and state law enforcement agencies across the country. That is it, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.